Hey there. Have you ever wondered what happened to the two officers and a paramedic who were tragically killed in Burnsville, Minnesota? Well, today, we're diving into the untold story of these brave officers and the legacy they've left behind. Officer Paul Elsten, who grew up in North Branch, joined the Burnsville Police Department in 2017 as a community service officer and became a full-fledged officer in 2019. He was a member of the Mobile Command Staff. Officer Matthew Ruge, who grew up in Wabasha, joined the force in 2020. He was part of the crisis negotiations team. Finseth was an Army veteran from Rochester who was twice deployed to Iraq. He joined the fire department in 2019. Officer Medot joined the police force in 2014 and was promoted to sergeant in 2022. He was named Burnsville Officer of the Year in 2020. I know you guys are very curious to know what really happened in that fateful morning, but before that, let me talk about Shannon Cortez Gooden, who was born in 1985, making him 38 years old. He has at least 5 children. In August 2020, court documents listed the ages of his children as 8, 10, 11, 2, and 11 months. The documents also state that Gooden provides for his girlfriend's 2 children, who are 8 and 10 years old. Gooden was a painter and had multiple previous convictions, including for assault with a deadly weapon, and had lost his right to own a gun due to a 2007 conviction. He unsuccessfully attempted to restore his firearm rights in 2020. February 21st, 2024 was a day that shook the community to its core. 3 dedicated officers lost their lives in the line of duty. But what really happened that led to the shooting off the 2 officers and 1 paramedic? Let's dive in. Burnsville police got a 911 call around 1:50 a.m. Sunday about a domestic situation where a man was reported to be armed and barricaded with family members in the home. That included 7 children, ages 2 to 15 years. It wasn't clear which resident called. The arriving officers spent quite a bit of time negotiating with Gooden. No clear details were issued to what transpired before gunshots were heard. It's believed that 2 officers were shot while inside the house. Another officer returned fire and striking Gooden in the leg. Several officers returned fire during the exchange. Gooden fired from multiple places on both floors of their home. After a standoff that lasted 4 hours, Swat did make entry. Gooden was reported to be deceased inside his house around 8 a.m. The children and other family members were later able to escape. Some residents did mention that they saw a woman and a few children escorted out of the house by police officers. An armored SWAT team vehicle sustained bullet damage to its windshield. Gooden was armed with several guns and large amounts of ammunition. Officer Ruge and Medot are said to have been shot a second time as officers were moving to an armored vehicle in the driveway. Paramedic and firefighter Adam Finseth was shot while trying to aid the injured officers. Officer Finseth, Ruge, and Elsen were killed by the gunfire. Officer Medot, who was injured, was taken to the hospital and later released. A medical examiner said Gooden died by suicide. Processions of emergency vehicles escorted the victims' bodies from the medical examiner to a funeral home Monday and Tuesday, passing under several bridges where firefighters stood on their parked engines and flew American flags in tribute. Neighbors were startled awake by loud pops about an hour before sunrise. One of the residents, who lives 2 houses down from the source of the commotion, mentioned that told she and her family dropped to the floor, saying that she didn't think it was a gunshot at first, but then we opened the windows and we saw police everywhere and police hiding in our neighbors' yards, and 3 more gunshot was heard. As we witness the outpouring of support at the memorial service, we are reminded of the resilience of the human spirit. We see a community united in grief but also in determination to carry on the legacy of these fallen officers. Their memory is not just a reminder of the dangers of their profession, but also a testament to the selflessness and courage that define true heroism. So, what happened to the 3 officers killed in Burnsville, Minnesota? They may be gone, but their spirit lives on in the acts of kindness, bravery, and unity that continue to flourish in their memory. Join me in honoring their legacy and never forgetting the sacrifices they made for the safety of others. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories, and be sure to subscribe and share this video to keep the memory of these fallen heroes alive. Thank you for watching.